Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This is Engineer Masood Akhtar Kiani, and today we have technical session number 179. Our subject is soil shear box test. So, in this test, we will discuss about the different characteristics and the different properties of the soil where it is being used for the construction purposes. So, before going on, I would like to request you to subscribe the channel in order to reach the next video with the easy access where over 177 videos are on board with the different subjects. So our channel reference is Material Engineer Official, and it is in the uh, YouTube studio. So let us go to the subjects, and we will discuss about the different characteristics. The soil lab test, direct shear test, is a shear box in which the soil sample is positioned in a shear box as the perpendicular to the horizontal plane, and the specimen is placed under different normal stresses at the tangential shear stress and the determined in each uh, consolidation stage. The material is used in the shear test is a compressive guide, and the shear testing is a method of the science in which the measure the material's ability to withstand the forces that act upon it in a structural uh, solid against its shear resistivity. The shear test is conducted on a various types of the material, including the metal, polymer, ceramic compositions, and the even soil and the rocks on the geotechnical engineering purpose. Comprehensive guide of the shear testing in the material of the science in which the design parameters are studied and makes a conclusion about the soil usage in a different heavy structure, light structure, and whatsoever the geology of the area and the strata composition and the strata formation is based on the design parameters. The test is measured in a material ability withstand the forces that can cause the internal structure of the material to a slide against itself. The shear tests are the conducted on the various types of the material where its polymer, ceramic, and other engineering purpose are used on the design feasibility basis. So, what are the test is for the embankment of the soil? This is one of the question. So, the determination of the shear strength parameters of the soil via direct simple shear operators. The parameters of a angle of the internal friction and the cohesion are used to assess the stability, embankments, and the stress on a imposed during the test represented that directly underneath and acted on the embankment. So embankment structure are totally designed on the shear strength of the soil, which is the main property of the soil, and it's also a consolidation and the different uh, properties of the soil. So, what are the tests of the shear strength of the soil? Is a direct shear test and or the box shear test. It is a device in which we use to determine the shear strength of a soil, and it is more suitable to coherence of the soil using a direct shear test. On the coherent angle, the internal friction of the soil, this test can be done only in the laboratory. So, what is the ASTM standard to the shear test? ASTM standard DI 1002. It is the apparatus of the strength or a single lap joint uh, bonded metal specimen by the tension loading metal or the any other materials is a common standard DDL test on a involved shear test. ASTM D2344 is the standard of the test of the method which is shear beams and the polymer matrix composites, and also their limitation as a style on the design requirements. The direct shear test and the triaxial shear test are unconfined compressive strength or the related test for this method. So once the data of the shear test is collected, then all of these tests to be put it in the log in the onboard, and the technical decision will be take place on the same data. So the loading frame in the weights, improving the cutter, the stop, watches, and balance spatula, straight edges, shear boxes, guides, uh, porous stones, and the plates, loading pads, and the material jacked with all is there is another standard which is IS 11229 1985. So what is the simple test of the shear test? The simple test of the shear test is deform a shear shape rather than that it's just forming a horizontal shear or the direct shear testing. The simple test and the specimen test also the to determine the direct shear direction as well as the determination of the shear strength, stiffness, and the materials. So how we can make the shear test? This is also a question from the somebody. The test is performed by the plumbing, and the test performed attach a 1 inch punch between the two pedal mixture, and the main part of the punch is a force directly on the hole and its fixture during the shear application. A universal test machine also used for the punch under the shearing specimens are occurred. So what is the shear failure, or what are the reason for the shear failure? When the circular toughness of the failure of the soils is happen, it may be occur due to the points only along with the failure plus or the points of the failure plants. It's mean the shear strength or the may not be mobilized, or there is a weakness in the soil and the properties of the soil. It's need to be a more study and more investigation about the collection data. So what are the another failure uh, prediction? However, when the subjected to the failure stress, soil can be deformed without necessary falling, and a shear strength can be a better indicator to the soil's resistivity and the deformation. So, based on the deformation and the resistivity and the sustainability of the soil, again, it will go to the design criteria and the design recommendation uh, for the types of the structure and the uh, either it is pavement or the heavy concrete structure or whatsoever it is. So only nanosilica is used to modify the shear test strength parameters. The optimum value is the 4% in this stage. Internal friction angle and the cohesion coefficient of the soil stabilized is a nanosilica have based increased 138% to 107% in comparison with the sample without the additives as the respective. So this is the briefing about the shear box test in the design stage for the embankment and the major structure. Whatsoever the prediction are based on the production data, and some experimental tests are given the feasibility for the design criteria. And in next video, we will see each other with another subject. Thank you very much and have a nice day.